Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mamus Koka. For those of you who are coming into my channel or coming across my channel for the very first time, I welcome you with open arms. If this is something that makes sense to you, if my channel clicks that, you know, the exact click that it clicks there, just remember to click the subscribe button and become part of the growing family. Guys, welcome. And for those of you who are my returning subscribers, sometimes this intro will be making me dizzy, but yeah, for those of you who are my returning subscribers and those little views that I'm getting, I see you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming back and for viewing my channel and for, you know, just rocking with me. Yeah. And when you hear me start bringing out my pidgin English accent, small, you know I'm about to do some aproko work. Porsha, oh my god. Porsha Williams is a reality TV star from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? Porsha came onto the show while she was married to a former husband, her ex-husband. What's with that guy's name again, Sif? What's that guy's name? Porsha was married to this guy. Porsha came in, that's how we saw her, this pretty girl who is a housewife, literally a housewife. She's living this life, but she was in this controlled relationship. Years later, turns out the guy was doing a sort of things to her where he filed for divorce, not even Porsha, and then she found out on social media that the guy had actually filed for divorce. Okay, cool, fine, sharp. So we have seen Porsha grow from that innocent girl that came into our screen that was just sweet and nice and like cookies and cream, that girl that was cooking for the husband, taking care of the husband, doing everything that she was doing in that relationship. I'm giving you guys this kind of a backstory to kind of make you understand, or I'm not here to defend Porsha, because people will probably say, I just defending Porsha because you like Porsha. Obviously what Porsha is experiencing now, look, you make your bed, you lie on it. It's our own karma, and it came really fast. But I really do feel like Porsha is how do I say this without coming across like I am just making excuses for her? I feel like whatever Porsha endured in that marriage and whatever happened and how she left the relationship with nothing, literally nothing, and had to start building her way back up, I think it's a decision that Porsha made in her mind and said, I will never be put in a position where I have to depend on a man again, or I have to fully trust a guy or give my all or just surrender everything without having a backup plan and without switching and moving on quick. So Porsha met Simon on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Simon was married to Fallon. Fallon was, I don't know if it was his fourth wife or his third wife, or I don't know. If you understand the reality TV world, you would know that Porsha and Fallon weren't friends. Bringing someone into the show, like, your personality needs to fit the other person's personality that's coming. So I kind of think that what the producers did at that point, like Fallon personality kind of suits Porsha personality. Like, they find young girls, they want to have fun, you know, like all about like the vibes and vibes. So that's how Porsha introduced this girl to the show as her friend. As her friend, inverted commas, as a friend, but I don't think in real life those two were even friends. Meet this guy. Boop, 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 boop. Before you know it, Simon filed for divorce. I don't know whether that's Simon who filed for divorce from Fallon. And next thing is, Porsha, when I tell you this girl moves fast, she was actually still with Dennis when she was already dealing with this guy. And next thing she is dating this guy. Next thing she is engaged to this guy. Next thing she is running to Nigeria, taking trips left, right, and center to Nigeria, changing her name from Porsha to Esosa. I'm even thinking, say, see now, Porsha and I are coming from the same town, because now she don't go marry a guy from Benin. Benin is like not far from where I originally come from, which is Warri, Delta State. So it's all Delta State people. I'm like, even the Esosa name is giving my kind of vibe, you know? So, nah. And when Porsha obviously met with this guy, people kept saying, Porsha, don't steal this girl's man. Divorce is not even final and wada. But here's the thing. Porsha moves very fast. And I think that Porsha acts this way because of her failed marriage with her ex-husband. I don't know why people are not giving her grace, in the sense of, or try and understand why she acts the way she acts. Like, why does she, because now she's being called all kinds of names. Porsha met this guy, they got married very quick, beautiful wedding. I think she held like 5-6 weddings. Like, Porsha's wedding was, we are still even talking about the wedding till now. This girl's been posting my man. I got tagged again, like, your girl, we told you this marriage is not gonna work out. Listen, I never in a million years even thought that this marriage was even going to last. But we all know that, and this is the thing, guys, it's so important that women, I want to talk to my girls, I really want to talk to the girls that are in a situationship with a guy who you came across and is telling you he's going to divorce his wife. Ladies, don't ever think for a second that you are going to get with a guy in this scenario and think that you're going to walk away scot-free and you're not going to deal with the repercussion of the decisions that you made. Now imagine that Porsha has gone into this relationship, celebrated this marriage, done above and beyond, speaking about her man, living this lifestyle, flaunting it. Now I think it's a part of even just flaunting the lifestyle that she got into, and that's what she bought into anyways. And the tears of another woman who cried. I'm not saying Fallon was innocent, because that girl also had her own crocro for Ayanj too, you know. But the tears that she had cried didn't fall on empty ground, and that's just to tell you how the circle of life really works. The principle of God, how it actually works. Now, even when you go back to certain people who, like, let's take Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt for example. Let's take them for example. Do you all remember when Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston, I mean, they were like the couple. They were this beautiful couple and we all loved them. And then Brad Pitt got to do a movie with Angelina Jolie called Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I think that was the movie they did. And they fell in love, they had an affair, and now she married, Brad Pitt divorces Jennifer, marries Angelina Jolie. It took, I think, 11 years later. 11 years later, that marriage crumbled. I'm sure at some point Angelina Jolie was like, oh well, our case is different, we are soulmates, we love each other so much, and this relationship is going to work. 1 year. I mean, Jennifer Aniston has moved on from her life and forgotten about this whole relationship, probably, I don't know. And then that marriage ended. So it doesn't matter how long it takes. Like, it could take 1 year, it could take 6 months, it could take 10 years, it could take 20 years. But that karma is coming, though. It's coming, and it's coming hard. So now Porsha is going back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Supposedly supposed to be going back as Porsha Guobadia. They call him Guacamole online. Anyway, social media. TikTok will disrespect you in this life. It will disrespect you. As a fellow Nigerian, Simon, you fall our hand. Simon, you fall our hand. You are a disgrace. Even if I thought this relationship wasn't gonna work out, maybe it wasn't because of the fact that you are doing fraud. It should have been the fact that, oh no, you slept with somebody else or something, then Porsha found out and divorces you. Can't carry fraud matter enter. Like, this is a big disgrace. So as a fellow Nigerian, guys, it's not every Nigerian that does fraud. Please, I beg. It's not every Nigerian that does fraud, and it's not everybody will see that is successful out there that does fraud. But the fact that this guy, oh Simon, you do us bad. It was bad, my brother. It's not good. It's not a good look. This is not a good look at all. And he's busy out there posting a day, no shaking, can't pay a day. This is why I say Porsha is not stupid. People be thinking Porsha is dumb, but that girl is not stupid at all. She literally is enforced. She signed a prenup, and now she's telling the court system to enforce that prenup put in place. That the one, she's protecting her money. as she should be protecting her money. At least she's wise enough to enter that marriage with a prenup. Imagine if she didn't even have a prenup at all. Red flags in a relationship. When you get into a relationship, you need to ask the right question. Especially if the person has been divorced. Let's break this thing down, and I'm speaking to my ladies now. Let's be honest here. Let's just tell the truth the way it is. We all knew Porsha was walking into, not red flag, red zone. Let's be real. Let's take away the fancy jet. Let's take away the traveling she was doing. Let's take away the house, you know, all the things that she was showing us on social media. We all knew she was walking into a red flag. I don't know what would make a woman think that this guy would treat her any different, that he would treat the mother of his children the way he treated Fallon. And we don't know the previous wives that he's had, how he treated those women, why those women left the relationship. For the love of God, like, if Porsha didn't do her homework, or she did her homework, or she got carried away, please, ladies, take a book take a page, no, not a book, not a page, take a couple of pages out of Porsha's experience and apply it to your life. Because I do feel like there are also women who will be sitting at home watching what's going on and still even comment and be judgmental towards Porsha, but you're doing the exact same thing that this girl is in. And then months later you're crying and I had no idea, oh, I didn't know. Or you find that police is knocking on your door because your husband has been doing fraud somewhere and I don't know. And they ask you, well, how are you able to afford the lifestyle you are affording? Well, he does business. Everybody does business. Ask questions. What type of business does he do? How is this money coming in? Ask. Those are important questions that you must be asking. Somebody can't just come and tell you I'm in import and export business. What are you importing? What are you exporting? You find out later that this person is exporting human body parts, and you are just sitting here because you are enjoying, because he's buying you a couple of Louis Vuitton bags, and you think that you've arrived in life, or you think that, oh my God, I'm living this live at the local life, because you're so fixated with social media and trying to keep up with the trend, trying to keep up with whatever is going on out there. You forget yourself to ask questions because you think that you are only living for now. And I think that's the mistake that a lot of women make. And I don't know why Porsha would, in her brain, like, we all knew that this relationship is going to end, but we didn't think it was going to end so quick, because this one, karma, came like fast. Like, it was doing 360 on the road, coming back for this babe. Do you get? This guy even gave her the car that he had given his previous wife. So, like, there's so many stories that's unfolding about he owes timeshare jet fees, he owes here, he owes there. Like, does he even have the house that he says he has? Does he even have the cars that he's claiming he has? What is she finding out now that she could have not found out before she got into this marriage, took her child into a marriage, bringing your families together? Your kid is now calling this person dad or papa in his case, because this guy, an old man, can be like, you don't pass the level you can call him dad. This one, a papa. You should have been asking the wife, the ex-wife. You should have had a conversation with Fallon and find out exactly what happened, because this guy's only going to tell you his version. And in that story, he's going to be a victim. There is no way you're going to meet a guy and he's going to tell you that, yes, I did 10 things to my wife, my ex-wife, and that's why she's filing for divorce. He is going to make himself the victim in the story. So it's important, if you ladies meet a guy that is previously married, has children, been married 3 times, 4 times, 1 time even, and especially if there are kids involved, make it your mission, my dear, to go and investigate how this relationship ended. As he's telling you, you'll be fact checking whatever he's telling you with what's happening, because you don't want to find yourself in a relationship, then you want to be like, oh my god, I had no idea. You were so into the whole lifestyle that your brain cells left your body, and then they came back when shit hit the fans, when yawa don't gas. You know when they say when yawa don't gas, that's what's happening right now. When yawa don't gas, then you remember, then you collecting your brain cells one by one. I should have asked to, I should have asked, I should have spoken to this one, I should have done my own investigation. Why didn't I ask? How come the invoices for why was he having a different name when he was filing down the papers? Why couldn't I see in the bank account that money was going? You start asking yourself those questions. Well, it's too late now. It's too late, and now it's either you've dug yourself into a grave that you can't get yourself out of, or you're not filing for divorce because you have to get out of this relationship and detach yourself from this human being. How crazy is that? Anyways, that's what I want to talk to you guys about today, and I just hope that this whole situation, ladies, learn. I think that social media is starting to play a big role on how we see relationships. Like, it has to be monetized, like it has to be materialistic. We're competing with so many people online, they don't even know we're competing with them. Like, I want to carry this bag, this one wants to carry. I think this is why Porsha fell into a trap, because this guy painted. What's the difference between Porsha and Risa Tessa? Risa Tessa is the lady on social media who did a whole 50-part series on Who the Fuck Did I Marry. Porsha should be doing part 2. Why the fuck did Simon lie to me? Porsha should be doing like, which Nigerian did I marry? Which psychopath did I pick up? Do you guys think that this divorce is real, or do you guys think that this divorce is for show? Like, comment down below. I want us to talk about it. Like, let me know if you think this is just to save assets, or you think these two people are still together, or she's trying to do this to help the guy or detach herself publicly from the guy, but like still with him on the down low, and maybe they'll come back later and say we reconciled, or you know, whatever. But the divorce paper also says that there is no hope for reconciliation in this divorce. So this thing is happening. I can imagine Dennis must be like eating those hot dogs. I'm not laughing, I beg, I'm not laughing. Dennis could just be sitting somewhere eating those hot dogs like, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so, you know. Yeah, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Continue to subscribe, share my video, like my video, comment down below. Let's have a conversation down there, and let's talk on the comment section, you know. And thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.